In my past life, my husband pushed me off a cliff because our wedding night ruined his plans to elope, claiming Silas was simply emotional and had too much to drink. The tension eased and the music resumed, but the hatred in Calvin's eyes was unmistakable. Later, in the private lounge, Calvin shattered a whiskey bottle at Silas's feet. I told you to stand in for the vows, not to touch her. Why didn't you push her away? Silas casually wiped a drop of blood from his cheek where a glass shard had grazed him. And let the entire city laugh at us? Or should I have let everyone know the Santoro heir resents his bride? Calvin lunged, grabbing Silas's collar. Don't think I don't know what you're doing. You've always wanted Clara, but I am the heir, and I am the one marrying her. I've arranged a territory inspection for you in Colombia. Your flight leaves tonight. In 3 months, I'll be back, and everything goes back to normal. Listening from behind the door, I smiled. Calvin was incredibly confident for a man who had already lost everything. Years ago, I had chosen Calvin because he had shielded me during an ambush when we were teenagers. I had promised to marry the man willing to die for me, and that choice had made him the family's primary heir. But in my past life, I had paid that debt with my own blood. In this life, we were even. That night, Silas ignored the flight to Colombia and came straight to our bridal suite. I was waiting for him, swirling a glass of bourbon. I poured him a glass and handed it to him. Silas took it, his gaze locked onto my lips. That's not what I want to taste, Clara. He cupped my face and kissed me, the same fierce passion from the night before igniting between us. We moved from the bar to the bedroom, but right before the final step, Silas stopped, his eyes filled with a painful mixture of desire and fear. Clara, do you know who I am? I wrapped my arms around his neck, pulling him down. Silas, the last barrier between us shattered. At dawn, the ringing of Silas's phone broke the quiet. It was Calvin, screaming through the speaker. My contacts in Colombia say you never boarded. Silas, where the hell are you? Silas answered lazily. It's my wedding night. Where do you think I am? Is Clara with you? Did you sleep with her? Calvin's voice shook with sudden panic. But before Silas could answer, the call dropped as Calvin's yacht hit a dead zone. Silas looked down at me, a soft smile on his lips. You knew it was me from the very beginning, didn't you? I've never mixed you two up, I replied honestly. Then why did you choose me? Because you're the one I actually want. Silas let out a quiet laugh. Calvin thinks he's the one pulling the strings, when he's really just the puppet. By noon, Calvin had abandoned his trip and barged into our suite, demanding that Silas switch clothes and identities back with him immediately. Before they could argue, Vera pushed past the guards, tears streaming down her face. Calvin, you promised we would travel together, she sobbed, completely ignoring my presence. You can't break your promise to me now. Seeing her tears, Calvin's resolve crumbled. He pulled her into his arms, whispering reassurances. He turned to us, trying to save face. Why don't the four of us just go together? Calvin, she's your assistant, you shouldn't mind. I stood up, locking my arm through Silas's. No thanks, we have an appointment at City Hall to sign our marriage papers this afternoon. Calvin's face paled. The marriage license? Today? He quickly masked his panic, shoving his personal signet stamp into Silas's pocket. Whispering out of my earshot, he muttered, sign the papers under my name and I'll overlook this. Tomorrow, we switch back. As soon as they left, Silas pulled the signet stamp from his pocket and threw it into the fireplace, watching the flames destroy it. At the registry, we moved quickly. We signed the documents and pressed our fingerprints. Within minutes, the clerk handed us 2 gold-embossed booklets, officially declaring Clara and Silas as husband and wife. Right then, a text from Calvin popped up on Silas's phone. Did you finish the paperwork? Send me a picture. Do this and I'll give you half of the East River docks when I take over. Silas smiled, snapping a clear photo of our real marriage certificates and hitting send. He looked at me, his eyes filled with playful triumph. I wonder what face he's making right now. A second later, the phone began to ring.